Good morning to all readers out there. My name is Erin and welcome back to my BookTube channel. I decided to make a video on a book that has a sequel that needs rewriting, but I couldn't make up my mind on just one book, so I decided on 4 books. There are more, but I am saving those for another video. Anyway, let's have a little chat about the books that I have chosen. The first book is Light by Michael Grant. This is a young adult sci-fi novel, and in the Gone series we have Why does Light need rewriting? I have tons of reasons, but I can narrow it down to 5 distinct points. Light had such a depressing ending, and a huge part of me wishes that the kids stayed under the dome within the phase, the Fallout Alley Youth Zone, and too many beloved characters died. Breeze, Orc, the Pool Kid, basically everyone that I thought, hey, this is a great side character. They all died, and just my luck, they do not have happily ever afters. Besides that, all the kids' powers disappeared after the dome shattered. That realization scene had me crying so hard I was miserable for days. I am not even joking. Also, Sam Temple became a 19-year-old alcoholic in the sequel series, The Monster Trilogy, and didn't he and Astrid break up? They belonged together throughout the entire series, and I wish they would have stayed together as a couple in the sequel trilogy, which I haven't exactly finished yet because I am dying to know what happens, yet I don't want to know. So if that makes sense, please like this video now, because I don't know if I'm talking out of the back of my head right now. Also, even if a book ending and epilogue are strong, I still dislike the ending because there's no more story left. And I get that there's monster and villain and hero, but I still want more about Sam and Astrid and the remaining phase kids, because they were the strongest characters in this entire series, and I wish that there was more of a story than just the 6 books in the Gone series. Another series that needs rewriting completely is the After series, and I think everyone says this needs rewriting or just unwriting. This is a new adult romance fiction novel, and in the series, which I bought all the books for and I totally regret, include Why does this book need rewriting? I know it started out as a fan fiction of one of the guys from One Direction, but this book was just slow and the writing was all around bad. It bothered me that Tessa didn't stand up to her mother sooner, and I hated how Tessa was so passive in the whole book, or at least the part that I read, because she was like, okay, I'll let my mother choose the college for me. Okay, I'll let my mother choose my boyfriend for me. Okay, I'll let my mother do this, that, and the other thing. No, you are a strong, independent young woman, and you need to gather that strength inside you and strike out on your own. Be your own person. Stop letting people make decisions for you when it's your life you are living. So that just bothered me so much that that was one huge reason why I did not finish reading this book. Also, since this book is in my DNF zone, I also found it really irritating that I bought all 5 books in the series without ever researching what happens to the book or any of the rant reviews on YouTube. The characters need rewriting, if nothing else. I mean, Tessa is too submissive and she needed to become her own person faster than the pace of the book. And Hardin is too emotionally abusive, and I know what that's like. I hate it. I hated this book. I can honestly say I have never disliked a book more that was in the romance genre than this book. Tessa's mom is too controlling, overbearing, and all around expletive. I just really hated this book, and I can't wait to get rid of the series and have it be gone from my life forever, because this book was just so miserable to me that I can't even make a general review. I have to make a rant review on how much I hate this book. Another book that I think needs rewriting, or has a sequel that definitely needs rewriting, is Pines by Blake Crouch. In that series, we have why does this book sequel need rewriting? Pines was strong and powerful, but the greatness of the series tapered off after the first book, and the TV show adaptation did as well. My whole family got addicted to the series, but we hated how the season 1 ended, and I only read halfway through the next book, Wayward, and I was growing bored with this series, and I am so sorry, Blake Crouch. I really wanted to love the entire Pines trilogy, but it didn't turn out the way that I hoped. I mean, the way that I hoped the series would have turned out was more of a happily ever after sort of sci-fi twist, but I hoped that Ethan Burke would kill the psychiatrist and annihilate the teenagers of the last town on Earth, the teens who killed off the adults in the TV show. Also, Ethan Burke would become the defender of the last town. That could even be an epic title for the book, Defender of the Last Town. How cool does that sound? Because I think that would have been great. Although, if a book ends badly, we always have fans that rewrite the ending of the series and then make it a fan fiction, so something tells me I will do that eventually. Ethan Burke would have an all-out war with the Abbeys beyond the town borders, and he would win the fight. Not all the Abbeys would be dead, but the town would be a force not to be trifled with, and an epic battle that would be all sci-fi would be perfect. And if anyone knows me, they know I am obsessed with science fiction as well as fantasy, so this series just needs rewriting after the first book in the series. All in all, I wanted a happier ending than what the Wayward Pines series actually had, and I was left really sad when there wasn't a happily ever after for all the characters who actually deserved it, so that bothered me. And even though I got the books for like $3 a couple years ago during a Cyber Monday sale, part of me still regrets buying the entire series, because I won't read a book with an unhappy ending, or at least an ending that doesn't have justice for the characters who needed justice, so that bothered me. So if you guys let me know if the rest of the Pine series is worth reading, I will read it. Otherwise, it will go on my DNF zone. The final book that I will mention in this video is Don't Stay Up Late by R.L. Stine. It is a young adult fiction horror novel, and in the Fear Street relaunch series, we have Before we get into all my reasons why I think the book needs rewriting, I have all 6 books in the Fear Street relaunch series, and they are a 2-in-1, so 2 books in 1. I cannot say no to that, so that's why I got the series. And besides that, I loved reading R.L. Stine's books when I was a kid, so it makes me feel like a kid in a Halloween candy store when I reread the Fear Street relaunch series. Anyway, the themes I hate in all books with no exceptions are injustice without justice and or karma intervening, controlling parents, and character cried wolf scenarios. And in this book, there were all three themes that I hated. I really wanted to like Don't Stay Up Late because it's an author who I loved as a kid, but this book just wasn't what I hoped it would be. And sure, the ending had a quiet justice of sorts, but there were still so many unanswered questions that I felt could have been answered or delved into further. So that's one part of my huge reasoning. Will this book stop me from reading the rest of the Fear Street relaunch series? No way. I am definitely going to read the rest of the series. It's just I didn't like Don't Stay Up Late because there was a lot that I think could have been changed to make it even better. I have already read The Lost Girl out of order, of course, and I am now reading Can You Keep a Secret, and I can't wait to read the rest of the series. But Don't Stay Up Late, that's the sequel to Party Games that I think needed rewriting. So if you guys feel the same way, comment below. I would love to know your reasoning as well. Anyway, that is all for today. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support. Subscribe to my BookTube channel to get more videos like this. Turn on those notifications to be notified when I have a brand new video uploaded. Keep on reading and have a great day, everyone.